back. I am the Effective Collective. This is Idol Slayer, and we are bringing a daily update. So pretty good on Soul Farm today. Decent, right? We're up to 693 Slayer points. I can't remember what we started the day at, but I don't think it was over 200. So if we were at 100 and something, then we've gained 500 and something today. So that's a decent rate. Slap on a whetstone. I had to go refill my whetstones, so we did that, and now we're kind of just restocking on root. I think 1550 is what you need for 31 rage pills. Of course, we always need scorpion pincher. We occasionally need wood. I mean, we're not out at this juncture, but it is dipping down to on the low end, right? I think I had 58 refined wood. 54, because that's how many bunny paws I can make. So yeah, so right now we've just we've got the silver boxes turned off. Actually, for as long as I've been talking about needing to slow down and stock up on some stuff, silver boxes is the one thing I've actually been able to do that with. Because I do tend to turn them off when I'm doing my root farm, because I don't want to get like really big buffs and want to rage it, because the idea is I'm trying to build up my roots so I can do that later. And I'll turn them off if I'm in the desert getting claw. Oh man. And if the portal's down, right? Specifically, I have to be in the desert and the portal has to be down, because if the portal's up, I'll have silvers on. And because if I hit, like, I don't know, maybe a times 38 or better soul multiplier, I will jump over to the factory and do start some rage farming. So that's kind of my cycle. That's how I try to stay caught up on critical swords. I am bouncing back a little though. But yeah, and so it's also been helping me to build up the silver boxes, because I was at a point, like when I started talking about needing to slow down, I think I was down to like 400 left. And I feel like I dipped down to like 368, sounds right, before I had to start kind of bringing them back. So yeah, so I have successfully stocked up on silver boxes, but not really anything else. I'm still a spendaholic. I can't help but to spend my resources, y'all. I'm trying to build up my dragon scales, but like if I hit a times 50 or better soul multiplier, I'm not gonna not use a soul compass, right? So it is what it is. I mean, eventually it'll stop helping, right? Eventually I'll hit a wall where, you know, even using the critical sword and rage farming great big buffs just isn't getting me anywhere fast. And then I'll start storing up stuff, because that's usually, once I hit that point, that's when I switch things up to a purely idle approach, or that's when I ultra ascend. So in this case, honestly, that's going to depend on how close we are to 100 sextillion. right? Like if I hit a big slowdown and my snowball's not snowballing anymore, um, my options are go to an idle spec, because spending the resource isn't worth it anymore, or ultra ascend. Either way, that's when I tend to start really building up my resource piles, because other than like making staffs if I get impatient with quest completion, I don't really burn any more materials when I ultra ascend until I get back into the point of, like, okay, I've bought all the ascension upgrades, now I'm just farming Slayer points in the end game, right? Farming USP basically. So either which way, I would slow down then, but for now I just cannot help but to spend the resources, y'all. The only way I could stop myself is if I just don't have them anymore. And that is why I do, tend to be pretty intentional about, like, I farm Scorpion Claw literally every day. Literally every day, because my goal is to do 3 critical swords each day, right? So like 3 rage farms a day minimum. Like, that's my goal. If I get more than 3, it's a great day. But my minimum is 3. Today was so far a 3 sword kind of day. And I got really good soul multipliers. But anyhow, so at minimum, ideally I would want to get back at least 3 critical swords a day. So I will do 3 full payloads into the refinery of Claw every day minimum. So, that takes being a little diligent about the farming, and of course have to resupply roots after doing a whole bunch of rage farming. So I have to be diligent about that. My scrap is starting to get dangerously low, because I've been, it's a mix of, I've either been farming idle, or I'm material farming, but I have, my portals ready, so I just turn the mini games off, because basically as soon as I get a big multiplier, I'm looking to jump into rage farms. So I don't want to bother with the mini games, is really what it comes down to. But if silver boxes are off, my mini games are on. So as often as I have that happening. But yeah, hey, we got one right here. My scrap, I looked at it earlier today, and I had like 98 scrap, and I can't tell you. I'm sure it's moved since then. Whether it's moved up or down, I would guess down. So I desperately need to do some scrap farming, because I don't want to trade reptile eyes for scrap. I don't find the exchange rate favorable. And there are items that do require the reptile eyes, right? I know the earrings of the wind take reptile eye, and at least some of the like equipment chests that you craft take reptile eyes. So, and nonetheless, I've gotta have over 3,000. And I wouldn't mind trading them for scrap. It's just I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the exchange rate. I think 2-to-1 or closer to 2-to-1 would be a much more fair trade, because like it's like you get 30 something for like 200 reptile eyes. Oh, I couldn't reach it. I feel like Ascending Heights is too long of a game. If you don't have the hard mode on, to make it 2,000 meters, I feel like it's an appropriate length minigame. But the only reason I play it at all is for a chance at loot drop, because really I'm looking for scrap. So naturally, I want to give myself the best chance at getting a gear drop. So I have to have the hard mode on, and I don't know. I feel like it's too long. It's too long of a mini game. Maybe if the rewards were like 10 times better. Let's see, and we did get our 17th Ultra Slayer point, so that's good news. We're looking at currently 2.33 sextillion to get number 18, and it was like 2.6 something. So yeah, the jump in what it takes from one USP to the next is pretty steep. But 18 is a magic number. That is a number where I could be happy with Ultra Ascending. I know exactly what I would do with 18 USP, but obviously more is more. Really, I would like 28. 18's just the, like, I could make it work and be happy with it number. But yeah, I mean, at the rate these climb, I don't even know. Another 2.3 sextillion. So basically, looking at, I would need about 3 sextillion farmed, right? Our total is 10.7. So that's nearly a third. I guess a quarter is probably a closer estimate. So that's between a third and a quarter of our, like, total farm, which tells me a couple of things. One, between now and 100 sextillion, I'm not going to get as many Ultra Slayer points as I might like to tell myself I will. But also number two, once I do Ultra Ascend, it's going to be a while before I get another Ultra Slayer point. So I mean, I kind of feel like right now, right, if I ascended at 18 as opposed to 28, like, I'm not gonna get that 10 back anytime soon whatsoever. So I'm gonna need to be real happy with however many Ultra Slayer points I have before I'm gonna want to Ultra Ascend. And then one last thing, I was looking at my equipment, and it's like, I could drop maybe a level or two on a handful of different items that I really don't want to, because I don't want to raise the level cap up that much, right? Like, I'm farming that level of coins now, but if I Ultra Ascend, it will be a long time before I farm that level of coins again. So I'm pretty much topped out as far as where my equipment's going to take me, with the exception of, right, I have, I think it's this one. Yeah, this Book of Sacrifice is pretty good. It has bonus souls and bonus offline souls. So I could level that one up to 18 because that would be on par with the current spellbook that I'm using in both my active and my idle loadouts. And I could sub that into my idle loadout, and that would improve my idle gains, which is awesome. But other than that, I think from here on, you just need to start improving my coin gear. But again, it's like, I kind of don't want to, because I need that coin gear to be functional at a lower coin rate so that I can use it to get to this coin rate. So at this point, I don't have a ton of room to make improvements by improving my equipment. So we are fully committed to the rage farm. There's not another means. I guess I could maybe start looking for a better skill ring, but really the only thing I could hope to get is if it also had the bonus Wind Dash souls. My current one is just bonus souls and bonus rage souls. So, but you can also get bonus dark souls on it, and you can also get bonus Wind Dash souls on it. I had a ring with all four, but it was only rare, and it took me a long time. I was just very unlucky with drop rates with Spectre Knight. So it took me a long time to get a skull ring that had the bonus souls and bonus rage qualities and was excellent. So, but yeah, so pretty much once the farm rates on my rage farming drop down to where they're no longer helpful, I really don't have another bastion. So this is it, y'all. We're gonna see how far the rage farm can take us towards 100 sextillion slayer points, and if not there, then how far it can take us towards 28 ultra slayer points, and in that we're only 11 away. So we're gonna finish this grapple run and probably go ahead and jump off. Definitely not as much happening today, but I mean, at this rate, if we want to do a 10% ascension, I would be in line to do that tomorrow. So that's still 10% growth every other day, which is the rate we had been at. So I mean, if that rate holds, that's awesome. That's gold star. And if I want to go to the 2.3 sextillion mark so that we can jump straight up to 13 sextillion, then I'd say I'd probably be a little under, but I'd be close to on path to getting that the day after tomorrow. But I would need the next 2 days to both be very good and very plentiful with soul multipliers. So don't hold me to that. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.